Mike Miller always said I'm a cookie monster, and I'm going to steal that from him, so I'm a cookie monster.
You can't guard me.
Let me show you, let me take you there. Everything you never were there. Let me show you.
The NBA is probably the fastest changing league in all the sports. I mean, about 7 years ago, every team wasn't shooting 35 3-pointers a game. Now, if you don't shoot close to 30, you damn near is losing the game. And Stephen Curry has changed the game, obviously shooting half-court threes. If you did that in 1989, you're going to get fired. You probably will go to jail for shooting a half-court three. Now Steph, Dame, Trae Young, LeBron, all these players are doing that. So it's a fast-growing game, a fast-changing game, and Nikola Jokic is doing the same thing. And when we think of passers or floor generals or facilitators or controlling the offense, we think of a lead guard or at least a lead wing. LeBron, Steph, Chris Paul, Steve Nash. We think of guys who are quick, flashy, who can just orchestrate an offense to the best of their ability with pick and rolls, seeing the whole floor because they're in front of everybody. And Jokic is really changing all of that. Now, when you think of a center, you think of a guy, big brute guy, who can bang down the post, bang down inside, contest the rim, can get you rebound. Even the new age center, you think of a guy can stretch the floor, who can rim run, who can run the pick and roll effectively. Nikola Jokic does none of that. Nikola Jokic has a 2-inch vertical, probably the slowest person on his team. Nikola Jokic is averaging 24 points a game, 11 rebounds. But this is the kicker. Now we all know Jokic is a good passer. You know what I'm saying? If you think Jokic is good for 6-7 assists a game because he's a center. But this man is averaging 10 assists a game. 10 assists. Also 57% from the field and 37% from three-point line. Like, this man is averaging a triple-double as a center. Not just leading the league in assists, a whole triple-double while shooting good from the field. That's crazy. Nikola Jokic is the best passing big man of all time. He's the best I've seen. I'm trying to think, who can pass like Jokic? Paul Gasol was a good passer. Even Mark is a good passer. Chris Webber is a good passer. KG is a good passer. The other Sabonis is a good passer. You know what I'm saying? The old one that played for the Blazers. He's a good passer. But Nikola Jokic is head and heels above all them dudes. So he's leading the league in assists with a league that's very inflated by assists. I mean, you got guys, I'm not even gonna name no names, but it's a lot of guys who's averaging a lot of assists who wouldn't even do that back in the day. So he's doing that with the inflation of assists. That's probably why he averaging a lot of assists, but I'm not gonna take that from him. That has never happened. This has never happened in the 65, 70 year history of NBA basketball. That has never happened. Now, Wilt Chamberlain was close, but I don't count them guys. I count modern era like 1979 and up. You know what I'm saying? With the 3-point line. I don't count Wilt Chamberlain. I don't count Oscar Robertson. I don't count them guys. You know what I'm saying? Averaging triple-double. Nikola Jokic is doing something great. Now, Russell Westbrook averaged triple-double. Russ is a fucking freak athlete, so he can run, jump, everything. And then he was inflating his stats a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. But they was winning every time he got a triple-double. So I'm not gonna take that from him. Jokic is running an offense while being a center. That doesn't seem right. And when I say run an offense, I don't mean just being the leading scorer. Shaq was the leading scorer for the Lakers for most of his teams he been on, but he never got everybody involved. And when he stepped on the floor, the whole offense just got better just off his presence. You know what I'm saying? People are happy playing with this man. Checks are getting bigger playing with this man because all the open cuts, all the open threes that he is giving them. It's kind of mind-boggling how this dude fell to the second round, but if you look at his physicals and his draft profile, horrible. You know what I'm saying? He's fat. His three-point shot is wacky, at least as a rookie it was. And you know what I'm saying? Where European passing, especially over there in, you know what I'm saying, Spain and all them leagues, they think passing is overrated when it comes to the USA because the game moves faster over here and they teach ball movement over there. Like the leading scorer in some of the leagues is like 20 points per game. You're not getting no 35 points per game scorers over there in Spain, over there in Latvia. You know what I'm saying? So they thought his passing was overrated. Well, this man is a generational passer, so y'all made the wrong decision. And he fell right to the Nuggets. So the Nuggets didn't even have to go through a goddamn phase of being bad because this guy slipped to the second round. Now he's a top 10 player, and I think is an MVP candidate. I think he's top 2. You know what I'm saying? The Nuggets have fell off a cliff a little bit with Jeremy Grant leaving, so that defense is leaving, and Jamal Murray is not balling like he's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, from the bubble. But if the Nuggets get a top 3 seed or a top 2 seed, I definitely think he's going to be MVP. You know what I'm saying? If you average a triple-double off that, your team is good, and you're doing it as a center, and it has never happened before, leading the league in assists, what's holding you from being a MVP? You know what I'm saying? Unless Luka do something crazy, which he probably will. Giannis, KD, I don't see it. Jokic will be the first European to win this award since Dirk Nowitzki. Both play the same position essentially. And I think the reason why he started this great from his season is because Jokic came into training camp and came to the first early part of the season overweight, out of shape. So it took him a while to give him that game speed, like 20, 30 games in. Then he start cooking them, boy. You know what I'm saying? Then he start cooking the league. Then he start putting up the Jokic numbers that we all used to. But the difference is he played in that long-ass bubble, and then he was already in shape from playing them rigorous games. Back-to-back 7-game series against the Jazz and against the Clippers. So Jokic was tired. Only, 100 days off for the offseason? So it didn't take that much for him to be in shape. He lost 50 pounds, I think. That's a lot of weight. You got a guy who's being efficient, best player on the floor by a lot, the best passing big man ever, averaging triple-double, shooting the 3 good. He's actually playing great defense. He's top 5 in steals. And I know steals is not a good indicator of playing good defense, but that's something, right? You know what I'm saying? You got to give that to him. He's fat, he's slow, and he's still getting steals. I don't know what they do in Europe, but the European instincts and the European passing abilities is different in the USA. Yes, I think the USA has better peak passers, but the ball movement or knowing where the guy's going to be before you even throw the ball ahead is wild. Luka Doncic is a top 5 passer in the league at 21. Bro, I'm 21. That's crazy. And look at other Europeans that came in the league. They know how to pass that rock. And I think NBA coaches are finally catching on. Let's use the European players to their greatest strength. Let's not put a European as a 3-level scorer. Let him facilitate a little bit. Let him do some offensive stuff. Let's not put him as a defensive stopper, because that doesn't work. Europeans don't play defense though, especially one-on-one, because they pass the ball so frequently. You don't really have to play one-on-one for more than like 5 seconds. But Jokic is improving. That lost weight, not out of shape, still in the ball, already got good instincts, but the Nuggets got to keep up. The rest of his team got to keep up. Mainly Jamal Murray. Bro, you fell off a cliff. I need you to average 23 points a game easily. Based off that bubble, bro. You was Michael Jordan in that bubble. Wilt Barton, you playing decently. I ain't gonna lie to you, but Bull. You're 7'9". You're 8 feet. You're 12 feet. Play better basketball. You know what I'm saying? So Jokic can get this MVP. And when Jokic wins this MVP, please don't say he's better than Melo. Don't do it. I know y'all gonna say it. Y'all love recency bias. In my opinion, it's a race between the best big man in the game, Embiid and Jokic, and they both affect the game so differently that it's hard to have a definite answer. Joel Embiid is probably gonna win his one-on-one matchup 10 out of 10 times over anybody. He's gonna affect the game defensively like no big man in today's league. But Jokic is gonna get his teammates involved. He's gonna make the whole offense better, and he's gonna stretch the floor better. But it's hard because Joel Embiid is having a great MVP season too. Y'all said centers was dead in his league, but 2 centers, in my opinion, are top 5 in MVP voting. And I also think it's easier to build a roster around Jokic instead of Embiid. Embiid needs some spacing. Jokic needs some spacing too, because he needs to pass to the open guy in the corner. But I think it's easier for a passer to adapt than a guy who bangs down low. But that'll be up for this video, bro. We on a daily upload grind. And before you click off this video, bro, make sure you leave a like. It's free. It don't cost nothing unless you want to pay me. Hit that big fat red subscribe button. We on the grind of 100 million subscribers this year. Let's get it, man. I ain't playing no games. I'm out. Peace.